So we're gonna do some throwback stuff for this episode. And when I mean throwback, I mean we're not gonna do anything current.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the most current thing on here on this list?
Probably this one. What we were deciding is, I just recently watched Shutter Island.
Yeah.
For the first time this past week. So we thought about doing an episode talking about Shutter Island. But now what we're thinking is we want to do a show kind of just discussing movies that have twist endings.
Yeah.
I'm going to say right now, spoiler alert.
Definitely spoiler, because...
But I mean, all of these movies have been out for at least, what,
the oldest
5 years?
And the oldest one on here has been out for like, what?
60.
So...
So,
you should know these.
If you're worried about spoilers, I don't know, you should have...
Just tune out when we're going to spoil something.
Yeah,
or watch something else, I don't know. But if you want to hear us like talk about this, then yeah, keep going.
So, I guess since this whole discussion about spoilers started with us talking about Shutter Island, do you want to start with that?
Shutter Island?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, fine.
Basic premise of Shutter Island is a film starring the tremendous Leonardo DiCaprio, Mark Ruffalo, directed by Martin Scorsese.
Which is really like
that's
different.
A dream team.
Yeah, I know. But it's really different for Scorsese. Like just the movie in general.
Yeah, because Scorsese really likes to do in your face a lot of mob gangstery type stuff. Just really aggressive stuff. I mean, look at Wolf of Wall Street as just an incredibly aggressive film.
And it's not really that violent, it's just like sex.
But
it's aggressive sex.
Yeah.
And then you look at his other movies like, Goodfellas and Casino, which is all violence.
Taxi Driver, Departed, Gangs of New York.
Yeah. I mean, I would say like he's done, like I would put Taxi Driver and like some of his other films like, what's that one he did? Cape Fear. That kind of like in that realm of like thriller sort of what Shutter Island is.
Yeah.
But I feel like Shutter Island just on a whole is a big diversion from his other stuff. It's
very different. The basic premise is they were detectives, correct? Out of Boston. One out of Boston. The other out of Seattle. They go to this island off of the coast of Massachusetts where it is home to a mental institution for the criminally insane.
Yeah.
So not just people with mental issues, but people that have committed crimes and are not fit for prison.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a combination prison and mental hospital. They go there because a patient is missing.
Yeah.
And as they investigate, more stuff keeps coming up, and it's a story of Leonardo DiCaprio's character.
Yeah, it's all based around him. Because like the backstory for him is his. I'm trying to remember like how he perceived it, but I know it was like his wife died.
At this point,
his wife drowned his kids.
Twist. At this point, the twist is Leo is the mental patient.
Yeah.
He is I think it was like the 62nd patient that they have listed. I'm gonna say from the bat, I kind of saw that coming.
You saw it coming.
I knew he was going to be the patient. What kept me going is I was interested to see the schematics of it. I was interested to see just all of the little details leading up to why he's there and everything.
Right.
I don't think they could have done anything. I don't think Scorsese could have done anything to hide that he was the patient any better than he did.
Yeah. I mean, I honestly, like, when I first saw it, because I saw it when it first came out, and I was younger, so I did not. That was a complete surprise to me that DiCaprio was the patient.
You thought it was just a
crime
detective story?
I knew there was going to be some crazy shit happening. I just didn't know. I thought, like... Honestly, I had no idea. I had no idea what was about to happen. So if you found out that DiCaprio was the patient, I was, like, shocked.
Yeah.
But if I would have watched it now, like if I hadn't seen it until last night, I probably would have been like, what you thought, like, oh, DiCaprio's gonna be the fucking dude.
Yeah.
Obviously.
There's really the main thing that gave it away for me, and there really isn't like a certain moment in the film that you're like, oh, okay, he's the patient. Mm-hmm. It's just the way that it was done, the fact that DiCaprio's character himself is having sort of insane things happen to him. I mean, they're trying to hide it with the blanket of grief because his wife died in a fire.
That's right. Yeah.
But the fact that his character the entire time he's investigating is having these vivid nightmares, behaving kind of erratically, with all the other patients acting really bizarre and other orderlies acting bizarre around him.
So that just like throws it out right away. Like,
I thought they all can't be in cahoots.
Because they're insane.
Yeah.
They don't have the mental capacity to do that.
It was done really well though with how they did try to cover up the fact that he was insane with him grieving over his wife. Because in both his imagination, the world he created to avoid dealing with his grief, and in the real world, his wife is dead and died a horrible death.
And his children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I thought was really something that I just kind of like that I didn't see coming is the name he took on and his kind of crazy identity is an anagram for his real name, as well as the missing patient's name, the one that doesn't exist that he goes there to look for. Her name is an anagram for his dead wife's name.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I don't know if I remember that. Oh, that's cool.
I thought that was pretty clever.
Yeah. It's based off a book.
Yeah.
So it had, like, obviously it had, like, a preset, like, this is what's going to happen and stuff. And usually I think that movies are based, like, off books. If you do it right, I mean, there's a lot already kind of, like, thought out for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and then, like, but just making, like, a straight movie out of something, you kind of have to really, I feel like you couldn't have had that detail if it was just a straight movie. But since it was based off a book, you could have everything in there, you know?
I think overall, we don't have to dwell too much on it because it is clearly a great film. We don't have to review it or anything.
Yeah.
I just want to say overall, it really is a great film. It definitely has some rewatchability to it, especially after you've seen it. Now you can go back through and look for the little details, see the little things that give away the story.
Right.
I think it's a great movie to watch around Halloween time.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Not your typical scary movie. It's very suspenseful and has some creepy imagery. Very dark. I think it's really fun.
A lot of storms.
A lot of storms.
Well,
granted, it takes place in the course of
during
2 days, so it's really just like one big storm.
Right, because isn't it like a... Well, that's how they keep them trapped there. There's a hurricane. They're like, you can't leave because there's a... Yeah.
Although I'm pretty sure the hurricane happened both in the real world and his hallucination.
Yeah, I know. But
I think, I think it just kind of came at a convenient time.
Yeah, that was very convenient. What do you think?